guys.
Amazon gift card giveaway on the 22nd. Look forward to our video that drops out there. We'll announce the winners. See you. What's up?
Hey,
How we all doing today?
it's the Twin Chickens here.
We have another episode for you guys.
No,
Welcome to episode
Why does this have to be an episode?
1000 something 6. I don't even know. But something crazy is about to happen.
Okay, whoa.
Check this out.
What is
you
going
don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know what.
It's ham,
Did you really have to spoil it for me?
but it's even better.
Stop. Like,
Sorry,
am I not important?
Sorry.
Am I not important to you? Does nobody love me?
We have to do a part 2 of that. We'll do another skit.
Okay, Ham?
Dude, look at Ham.
From being locked in.
Stop.
I love
Yeah,
Ham and Rex, dude, are like, ooh, they're the best.
Dang, wow.
That little pig was just in there.
Oh my God.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh my God, that
This doll is possessed by a Heartless.
What's wrong?
I never told you my scary doll story.
Oh my God, this is demented.
You know, it's funny because she looks exactly like a cosplay from my ex. Like, my ex kind of dresses like that. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, so let me tell you the story. When my sister had a life-size doll like this one in her room, and basically it talked, right? Like it had like a little speech voice, and it would just constantly be like, "Love me, love me," you know, like that, whatever. You know? And basically, it was basically like up to my collarbone, if that makes
What?
sense. Like it was tall, right? It was a
Yeah.
life-size like little doll, and she would sleep with this all the time. And there was one time where, you know, I was in the bathroom, and I don't know how, but the doll got in the bathroom. Like the doll, like literally, like I get out of the shower, and we lived in an apartment, and I swear the apartment was haunted. But I get out of the shower, and the doll is like right where the coat or where the towel rack is. That's where the doll is, and I'm like, I didn't even see you walk in. Like, hello, hello.
Hello.
So I see, you know, this happens, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna die. But nothing, you know, I just put on my towel, and I just leave, right? So then the next thing happens where I think that night or like a couple nights after, I don't remember. I was like what, 10 or 11, I don't even know. But it ends up turning out that the doll just didn't, you know, because it was talking, like it talks if you press a button.
Yeah.
You know, but it wouldn't stop talking. So it was the middle of the night. Me and my sister shared bunk beds, and she was on the top, right? And it ended up happening where like it just would not stop talking. So my sister freaked out, and she threw the doll underneath, and then it made this really weird like thing. So basically, it was just like, love me, I love you, love me, and obviously like it just kept doing that. But then when she slammed it on the ground, it was like, love me, love me, love me.
Oh.
And then it died, and then I was just like, Mom. And I shat my pants. Dude, it was the worst thing ever. So I had a fear of dolls because of Child's Play. If anyone knows what Child's Play is, the murder doll dude. My family used to vividly put that into my head as a child. So they would just watch these movies all the time. And for me as a kid, you know, it's the scariest thing because it's a killer doll. And I just was always freaked out about this thing all the time. And then whenever that doll scary thing happened with the doll thing, you know, it just kind of added more to my fear of dolls. I mean, now it's just like whatever, you know, I don't care. But like I faced my fears, and I became I don't know, once you face your fears, you turn into something different.
That sounds amazing.
But we should talk about facing fears later. But the main thing is this, guys. From the age of like when I was born, pretty much until I conquered my fear of dolls and scary stuff like that, anytime I saw a doll, I thought it was gonna come to life. It freaked me out, dude. Like that was the scariest thing.
Wait. What if we end up just
See, now this is Buzz's curiosity thing. He feels that we're all gonna turn into,
attacking each
you know, an evil thing.
No way, Buzz. That won't happen.
You guys are
Whoa.
too strong.
Yeah, like I didn't have that extravagant of experiences,
What if I can
but
take over then attack you?
I had some pretty interesting jumps where I was at my friend's house, like
Yeah.
childhood friend, actually down the street, when he lived here.
You'll be fine.
He has like this spare bedroom in the basement, and in the corner there's some glass dolls, and
Oh heck no.
if you walk in, You don't notice it. You turn around and they're like there.
How many are there?
I think it was just 2.
Oh.
But it's just like those glass eyes
Yeah.
that when the light hits it, it's just like when you turn around, the like slight sunlight through the window
Yeah.
would just
Lights
like
up.
hit it, and it's just like, oh my god, it's it literally starts. I don't know if it was the light or whatever, but it makes it seem like it's gonna move.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
There's actually porcelain dolls. A lot of people that think that like porcelain dolls are, there's a lot of porcelain dolls that are haunted, but it's not so much the porcelain doll itself. It's more of the fact that it's a conduit that's like it's contained, like it's a containment, like where it's allowed to fit a specific. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's a specific thing that it can be, what's it called, possessed or whatever the heck. But almost anything can get like that. And I don't know, I'm not super superstitious, but like I'm pretty superstitious. I've seen some stuff and I've heard some things. But anyway, enough of that. We're gonna go to the play place. Enough of the spooky
Writings on the wall.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
There is superstition. Writings on the wall.
writings on the Evans.
You're writing them?
Oh yeah, dude, look at that face.
Oh, you're already at like level 30.
Dude, I doubled my time. Yeah, dude, I'm almost.
Whoa.
I'm not.
Whoa.
That's why I really want to just take this game home. I didn't take it home last time. I left it here at Evan's place, but I was gonna take it home and just beat it, but I ended up doing more important things that could potentially help Artie not be in such a crisis. Oh, just spam the X.
Oh.
Look at all these
That's
things.
pretty nice.
I need to buy some of this. So
was it pretty much just the dolls that you had fears of?
it was dolls. It was mainly that stuff, like fear of the unknown for me, like fear of the ocean sometimes, because like I don't know, I always felt like a shark was gonna come up and like attack me and kill me.
Oh, yeah, I think we talked about this just a little bit.
So those are my only 2 fears. It's just, or like my only 2 fears currently. I'm not afraid of dolls or anything crazy like that anymore. It's more of like I'm afraid of vast open oceans where like anything can just pop up and kill me. I'm afraid of, let's see,
Oh, you just upgraded it.
giant things. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade these because I'm weak.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of the stuff that I'm more really afraid of.
That's cool.
Let's just do that, and let's do one more, and let's just do king. No, I'll save this one for later. All right, but yeah, that's kind of my things. But what are you afraid of?
You think I'm gonna share that?
Fuck you!
I'm not really scared of anything in particular. I guess for my childhood, it was like, I think everybody had this where you turn the lights off and you run up the stairs. I don't know. I always thought like something bad would happen.
Oh, yep, I did the same thing. Yep.
Where you just like, oh, the lights are off. You gotta run upstairs, because you don't want anything to grab you. I always thought there were alligators living down here in the basement. Like, if I turned the lights off,
Yeah.
an alligator would come and get me, so I had to run up the stairs.
I used to do that all the time where like I would turn off the light, but I would book it to my bed or whatever just so I wouldn't have to like deal with things. So yeah, I feel you when you say that. Like I was there. I've been there before.
I guess next, it wasn't really a fear, but it was more of an anxiety of, I think I talked about this, but when I wouldn't hear from my parents, if they were out some nights or something, or I didn't hear from them, because they would usually like always
Yeah.
call or something,
You'd be
I
worried
haven't
that
heard
they
from
weren't
them.
home.
Yeah, haven't heard from them for hours, so that I'd get really anxious. I mean, I love being by myself sometimes and just having the house to myself, but when I know they're supposed to be home
And they're not.
and they're not, that's, I don't know, that created
A more sense of like what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
Where's Mama? Where's Papa?
I've more recently been able to deal with those kind of anxieties, but yeah, I do have the same like ocean thing that I hate. I just don't want like even some musky thing if I'm in a lake just to come up and bite my toe. I really don't want that.
Yeah, no. I just fear. It's just the feeling, It's more of like I don't know what it will feel like or what it would be like to get like just, I don't know, just like the texture of a fish. It's just like you don't think about those kind of things, but like when it's right next to you, it's kind of like how would you react?
Oh, I've had that earlier last summer. We were at a lake I guess I won't say what one, but I was just with some friends, and we were wading in the water with just like our swim trunks on, and we were about knee deep. I guess like knee deep for me, waist deep for them, because
Oh yeah, because you're taller than the giraffe. Yeah.
yeah, I'm about like Abe Lincoln height, you know, or taller. But
Oh, so
anyways,
weird.
there was like fish that we weren't expecting fish to come this shallow.
Yeah.
But there's like these little, not, I think maybe about the size of minnows to sunfish,
Yeah.
and they just come swimming up right next to your legs, and it's the weirdest feeling. Or like, wait, is there seaweed here? There's no seaweed.
Yeah.
And then you start moving around, and then they like start pecking at your legs, and
No, the little
it
fish.
freaks
Yeah, no,
freaked us out.
that would freak me out too. Master Exploder. No, dude, I don't know. Fish, like I fish not regularly, but like I love to fish, you know. But it was the first time where I hooked the fish and then I had to get it off the hook. It was weird. Like I was just like, this is so slimy, and I don't even know how to grab this thing, and you know, I don't want it to cut my hand because I think it did cut. One time it did cut my hand because of the scales.
Yep.
And-
And like even some of the gills
Yeah.
are sharp, you know.
So it's like, it's the fear of the unknown for me. It's just like if once I master something, you know, I'm not afraid of it, and I have a lot of confidence whenever I do anything. That's just how I work. But when I'm faced with something that I don't know, I'm not afraid of it at first until the possibility of fear will exist. Like fishing, you know, like, oh, look at those things, so cute.
Kiss me.
Chamber of Andy.
So creepy.
Right. This isn't where we belong.
Oh,
We've been in this toy store long enough.
yes, you have.
It's time for us to go home to Andy's room.
But wait.
Xehanort told us that room isn't even his real room.
Oh,
Can you prove that any of that nonsense is true?
yeah, that's
And
true.
even if that Andy's room is fake, it doesn't mean he's not somewhere in this world with us.
Yep.
I'm going home to wait for him.
So they brought up the possibility that there might be two different worlds going on.
You with me, Woody?
That their world isn't the real one.
You're right, Buzz. Now that we're all accounted for, we should meet up at the entrance and go home.
Meaning like
Okay.
parallel dimensions or stuff
We
like that.
could have
Wow.
used friends
But
like
really,
you
I think
This
what's
is
really
something
good.
trippy stuff.
I know. I think what's really going on though is that like
Our problem.
we weren't supposed to be in this world, and because we are, it introduces a different
I'm
timeline.
not so sure about that.
Cool.
I think
So
that's
like, how much weed were the developers smoking?
a lot, dude. A lot. Like they were doing some of that OJ
Can we
Kush,
see you off?
The golden tip.
the golden, like gold tip, like
Like,
gold
gold
tip,
tip.
like gold tip,
Your grandma's paced out, bro.
like gold tip. Gold tip.
What? You think you can do that?
Dude, heck yeah.
Do you think that's even
I just did a-
remotely okay?
I just did the meadows, bro.
What if we just stepped on him?
Oh, these soldiers are so funny. Roll call. Dude, look at this.
Sarge, Army men times 4,
Steve.
Ham.
Ham.
1, 2, 3. Wait. Where's Rex?
The most obvious one. Like, forget the army dudes. Where's the giant dinosaur? Look at he's pointing. Just lifts his arm up.
Go again.
Oh, dude's the best.
This is about us? He's not safe. The Heartless are out there.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
We gotta make this dramatic as possible.
Can you help us?
Who's the guy from the original Star Trek?
William Shatner.
Yes.
Yes.
So, can you tell us to do?
I think he did that on purpose, though, right? Like he was
I think
overly
that's
acting.
just kind of like how he acts.
I think so. But like William Shatner, I don't know. He's pretty good in a lot of stuff, but
There was like miscongeniality. I
Yes.
think he really took that down a level. You know, his Mr. Smoke.
can you do? Oh, I need to capture that. I wish I wasn't playing like this and capture that moment. That was good. Oh. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't know. William Shatner is pretty cool.
I have good memories from me and my dad watching the original Star Trek. It's like so cheesy, it's memorable.
Oh yeah, OG Star Trek is pretty cool.
What is he doing?
There he is. Guess what he's doing? He's stealing the game. Just has it as a little tiny Rex hands.
See, Sora?
See, they all think it's
Never
him.
looked this good. The clothes kind of match.
Oh, it's the best. The clothes are kind of similar because he's got the checkered pattern on his clothes, and so does Sora. But they don't look anything alike. They just like, you know,
They just think it's him.
because he's like a human kind of
What do you
character.
know? They are video game figures. See? I told you about
If you
it.
don't catch it, Square
They're
Enix.
toys.
Yep. So it was all intentional, like how they put their branding on here. And I think there's a reference to Monster Hunter or one of their other games somewhere in here.
Explain.
Say,
Yeah.
Riku would make a great action figure.
Yeah, it kind of looks more like Riku.
No, it's me. I've got the black clothes and
All right, everyone.
Oh, this is where things get serious.
Time to return.
Yeah.
Anime Hunter 23.
Yeah. Check this out.
But can't I at least check the strategy guides? I
Oh,
wanna know
yes.
how to beat Muhammad.
Dude, it's the best. He wants to beat
Next time.
Muhammad.
Right now, we need to go home.
Oh. He's such a nerd, and I love it, dude. Look at it.
It's like he's an overgrown child, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's about to get real right here. You're not ready for this. You might even cry, dude. It's a little,
oh, it's not the it's not the
but it's still pretty intense.
it's us that you really want. Leave
Oh,
the
yeah.
others out of this.
You would say that, champion of light.
Oh, I love it.
Very well. Let's skip to the final stage.
Oh no. So this is the this part sucks because Buzz was warning everyone about this. It's like we could turn on each other. What would happen when we do that? How would we protect each other? But then he's the one that turns.
Buzz has been taken over?
What did you do to him?
Oh man, it
I
gets
thought
real.
I made it clear.
Yeah.
I am testing the strength of their bonds.
So I'll kind of explain after what's
Space
going on.
Cat.
Yeah, I'll kind of explain after what's really going on, what their plan is.
From a powerful bond.
Yeah.
So what happens when those bonds are stretched to their limit? When they are worlds apart, can cloth and plastic hold on to their heart? All I needed was a wedge to widen the divide. Someone like you to fill them with distrust and doubt, and that chasm
No.
created can be filled with a vast darkness. Witness it for yourself.
Dead or Alive Extreme 2.
Yeah.
Do something!
He's just like pushing a button.
On my way.
Not this time.
Yeah, dude. Boom. Dude, I know, right? Isn't that cool? Holy shit! When this first happened in my playthrough, I was just like, I'm gonna, whatever happens, I'm gonna rescue Buzz. I don't even care anymore.
Where am I?
This part is, it drags on a little bit, but I think it's kind of cool.
In this world, you come from a video game.
Meta.
So now you can watch my experiment from inside that screen.
Yep.
That is, if you manage to find a moment's rest.
So now we're in the mech game.
There's got to be a way out. Buzz, Woody, hang on.
Yeah, dude, he does that all the time. It's the best. So, essentially, they're testing out what makes a heart, right? So, if you notice, obviously, toys are toys, but they're alive in this world. So, in this world, they're trying to figure out what makes them real, what makes them have a heart, what makes them do this and that. So, in the Rapunzel world, it was, I think it was more of like the girl's hair and her, what she can, like what kind of powers does her hair have and all that stuff.
Yeah.
In other worlds, I think more specifically, like we're gonna get to Parts of the Caribbean. But Davy Jones, how does someone that has a you know, he doesn't have his heart anymore, but how is he alive? You know, and they start. It's really interesting how they chose specific entries for this game. Specific, they wanted these specific games in here for a reason, and it shows that like their ideas that they're going with that are really like thought provoking. You know, it's really cool. So as of right now, I just have to somehow survive this. Let's do a boost.
Survive this? What do you mean? Don't you have to? The time is going up. It means you have to complete something.
Yeah, I mainly just have to survive this thing. Because basically, after I beat up a bunch of enemies, I'm going to fight this one bigger enemy, and then that kind of ends it. So this just kind of
Big?
drags on. Yeah.
Like a massive legend.
Like a massive Legend of Zelda is, man.
Whoa.
Yep, and they should all be dead.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to shoot this thing. It's kind of cool because like those saves just keep getting, you know, whatever, and then just keep blasting over here. But anyway, let's go over to more things. What do we have on
Space Cat.
Space Cat. What do you think of Space Cat, dude? Space
I
Cat?
thought Space Cat was pretty awesome, dude.
Dude, it was like
Space Cat 2 is coming out pretty soon. Oh,
it was
my
like so dope. Like Space Cat was like wow.
Space Cat was like the best
It was
game
like,
I've ever
it was
played.
like yo, bro. Space Cat
It had me saying nice.
had me at hello, like Space Cat. It was like
Hello,
Space Cat.
it's me.
It's Space Cat. Yo.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby. This is my favorite one, dude. It's got twin cannons.
Twin Chick.
Check it out.
If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe, and you can become a twin chicken yourself.
You can become a what do we call?
The treble chick.
You become a chicken trouble? No, what's the name we can give our viewers?
Oh, thought provoking.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you what?
Chicken shits.
Okay, that's not very.
That was the name of our show and tell. It's chicken shits.
That's not very nice, Arturo.
Just kidding, guys. We love
Not very
you.
nice.
We love you with all our
I'm gonna
hearts.
leave you.
No, you can't.
I am.
No, you can't.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't.
I can't do it for Johnny.
Yeah, I can. Let me leave. Let me leave you. You spoon. You silly spoon. I'm gonna leave you.
Did you see that? I just hit.
We just.
I just destroyed
We're
like
in the heat of
6
an
of them.
argument, and then you just click. Get quiet. You think it's fine to just quiet?
Yep, pretty much. So, yeah, dude, this is awesome.
I'm gonna have another episode like my cat Phoenix version. Ah! My God!
Dude, this is intense.
Oh.
I'm gonna die. And it's gonna be against this thing. Oh,
I'm gonna.
unbelievable! Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Anyway, besides this, what's on the agenda, man? What do we got?
Oh, I got your love. Your love.
Yeah.
It's all about you. Oh, you. Wait.
Oh, your stuffs.
So, when are you moving in to my house? Because I thought you were gonna live with me.
I mean, the whole plan is once we, sign a contract of who's gonna sleep on the top bunk, then we'll.
I used to have a bunk bed.
Did you like it? I don't know.
I loved it.
I thought bunk beds were really cool, but like only if you got the top bunk. Yeah, not the bottom bunk. As you can
I
tell from
always
my
had the
previous
top
story, I never had the top bunk.
Oh, we're gonna have a bunk bed. Except I'm gonna get the top bed.
But it's gonna be funny because like as you're climbing up, your neck's pretty much gonna touch the ceiling. So it's like, how are you gonna get in there?
Oh.
It makes more sense for Artie to get the top bunk. But check this out. We have
Wreck-It Ralph.
place the blocks, press X, hit the square, bam.
Actually, I really loved Wreck-It Ralph.
I think the first one is really, really underrated. The second one was okay, but like,
I don't think the second one came out recently, didn't it?
yeah,
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, but
it's okay. It's not bad, but it's just like
I mean that's the way it is with most sequels, though. I feel.
sometimes. But there are some sequels.
I mean, there are the rare occasions that.
no, I
you
mean
don't
there's
make
there's almost like a good ratio to it of like for every 3. Like, how do I say this? For every 1 bad sequel, there's 2 good ones, or every 2, like it's something like that.
Yeah.
But there are really good sequels out there, like Kung Fu Panda 1 is great. Kung Fu Panda 2 brings me to tears every single time I see that movie. Just the ending and his whole arc is fantastic. Spider-Man 2, Empire
I would
Strikes
say
Back.
I still love Kung Fu Panda 1 more. That's just me. Just because like it ties more memories, but
You know, Kung Fu Panda 2 just steps everything up. It just does everything better, I think. But the ending message of like, if you don't believe in yourself, then nothing will happen. You know, it kind of goes in from like number 1 to number 2. But just that whole arc of like, it's a really personal story and it ties more in. I think it's like from what they did is way better. But obviously, like personal connection, different.
but
It's gonna
what'd you say, you punk?
yeah.
Oh, well, you said you skateboarded, so like,
Oh my god, yeah.
were you ever that punk kid that was just like trying to be cool just because skateboarding?
No, I just skateboarded. I mean, I skateboarded like I love skateboarding. I skateboarded almost every single day for I don't know the whole freshman, sophomore to junior year. Every day, I skateboarded almost way too much. Babies and toddlers outdoors in the kid corral.
Kid Corral.
Where's the kid corral?
It's the Kid Corral. Do you
like not even kid corral? Do you kid corral?
do you even corral the kids?
You're all fake fun if you don't kid corral.
Yeah, Kid Corral, bro. Like, we go around in a van and just pick kids up. Like, okay.
Oh my god! Don't say that. No, just kidding, guys.
Funny up! I think it was a Big Bang one where I think Howard and them they wanted to start their own comic book shop. And so they're like, how can we get more people to come to our comic book shop? Oh, you know, I always wanted to go to the comic book shop, but I never had a ride. So it'd be like, we can give kids rides.
Oh my god.
How would they want to come? We can just give them candy.
Oh my god. That must have been in a later season, like probably season 9. That's when I kind of stopped watching.
Probably,
It was
yeah.
around that season.
I think their jokes started like dying out, but there were still some good ones.
There's some good moments in Big Bang, but like for me, it's just I don't know. It kind of, you know, I think we kind of talk about it almost all the time. It's like their best seasons is like the first couple ones.
Yeah, I didn't like 3. Was it wherever? I think
3, it's-
Priya. When does Priya come in?
She's in season 2. She's
I mean,
in
like-
season 3 as well, but like she's mainly in season 2.
No, I thought she was like mainly in season 3, and then season 2 she's introduced.
Yeah, season 2. Oh yeah, you're right.
Because
you're right.
when did she
She
live
gets
with Leonard?
introduced. Yeah, she gets introduced in season 2, but she hooks up with Leonard around season 3.
Okay, because like I didn't like season 3 that much.
I think that one's one of my favorites actually, but
Really?
it's just the most. It's replay. But yeah, why don't you like it?
I don't know. It's just I guess throughout the entire series, it added to the contrast, so I could like. I didn't like Priya as a character. It didn't. I mean, it worked, but for me it didn't. I don't know how to. What was about it? Just she seems so stuck up. I mean, it worked in contrast to the other characters.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't like that. Maybe it worked for other people's as like an unlikable character or something.
I mean, I thought she was all right. Like it served like Leonard's little arc, but
did.
it didn't really add up too much, you know, because eventually it just gets to the point of like,
Because then
She's just
it kind of
leave.
felt pointless.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, I liked the parts sometimes where she would defend herself against Sheldon's whatever, but I would say like 1 and 2 are. I love those.
those are good. No, sorry, it's 4 season. I think it's season 4 is the one I usually watch all the time because I think season 3 is really good, but season 4, I think those are like my top seasons. But I bought all the seasons every year because like one of my traditions is I go to Best Buy for Black Friday and I always buy the next season of Big Bang. So yeah, I would always love you.
Raisin King. Sponsor us.
Winners always get the prom queen. But yeah, I was gonna say, I always bought the next season. Oh shoot, I forgot that the time went up. So we actually have to cut this episode. Right about now. Right now. Okay. Wait.
Do you have to?
Just kidding. Right now. No, wait. Right now. Okay.
Stop teasing me!